So here's the Gould Biomation logic analyzer, the K100-D that we got both for $25 total. This one lights up, but it has a scrambled picture. I can show that here. And the top one doesn't light up at all. It doesn't even have power show up, but the fan does spin, so while that's warming up, I'll pull out the top one. They're extremely heavy at 22 kilograms each. So there you can see the image. And this one does absolutely nothing except the fan on the front spins, or on the back spins when the power's on. Okay. You set the chair there. Is there a flight here? Let's go this way, behind you. All the way up. To where the light's at. Okay. Still rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give you something to edit.
Yeah, just leave it going all the time. Film is cheap. The reason I got these two logic analyzers was just to take them apart, but since there was a pair, I might try to build something else with them. Maybe there's a computer inside that I could use. Oh, so it came with the CPU that it has. The Motorola 6800, I think it was, with 4 by 256 word memory. So it's definitely early 80s. All right. That. Want to explain what everything is?
You can.
Okay. Here's in focus when you tap there. Okay. And start recording. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So power comes into here in the back, and this is a pretty big. I think they call it a linear regulator power supply. So it looks like down below. Actually, no. It just goes straight into a capacitor. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is a bridge rectifier. Bridge rectifier. The power comes in, goes through the bridge rectifier. After, so the low voltage over here, so that's like for 5 volts. That'll be for the 12 volts. I'm mumbling to myself. Hold on. So that's 20. Okay, so this is the this is going to be the 12 volt capacitors. Those are the 5 volt capacitors. And so it's just straight up goes through regulator, bridge rectifier, I mean, and through transformer and 2 capacitors. That's it. That's all the power supply there is. So that takes up almost half the case. And that's the monitor, the black and white CRT. And in the computer board section, there's a backplane on the very bottom to connect them all together. And the backplane probably has the power connected to it underneath also. So since this was a logic analyzer, there's probably a couple acquisition boards, or yeah, I don't know. There's some ports on the back. Trigger, clock, get or generate a video. Your 488 bus. Yeah, but that's it for connections. I don't see anything. Oh, okay, so there's your logical input probe section there. So let's start with this board on the top. It is a MPU assembly. This is 6800P. I don't recognize that chip, but I think it was what they wrote on the packaging. This one's heat sinks, so that would be the probably power regulators. Regulator board, okay. So there's a regulator board for power. I always put fingers on these. Pretty small up here. So something like this would have been in the $25,000 price range, I think. 1980s, early 1980s. But this wasn't like an extremely high-end unit. Threshold board. Nothing that interesting actually today. But I'll try to fix the power supply on this one and see if the video works. Other controller, acquisition controller. So it's all pretty much dedicated hardware for purpose-built machine. Oh, that doesn't look correct, but that was just hanging there. The two, oh, they're supposed to go way up there, maybe? Those were just hanging out.
Maybe that's why it's not working?
I don't think so. Because remember, the LED didn't come on at all.
Okay.
But it might be. I just don't think that's the problem. I'll figure out what they go to in a second. The last board is connected to everything. Now would be the front end. The front end assembly, it's called. So all the connectors on the front go into this board and go into a bunch of registers that can be sequentially accessed for logic analyzing. Oops, missed. So I'll plug this back in. Now's a good time to hit stop, make another recording after. Okay. Oh, I hear high voltage. I definitely hear high voltage. But no power LED yet. Okay, let me grab the voltmeter. Okay. So we got 8 volts. 8 volts on that one. -7 on that one. So +8 and -8.
So would that mean that one of those would be a positive and the other one would be a -2, or?
Yeah, it's +8 and -8. So the grounds would be shared common. Then you have negative on one half of the rail and then positive off the other half. 3 wires total. You have your neutral or ground in the center, and your negative voltage, your positive voltage. Old computers used, a lot of analog devices use Negative and positive. Okay, there's negative 20. Positive 20. Okay. I'm also going to measure from here to here. $40 volts across. Alright. I should also be able to get so there's 40 volts and 16 volts.
Which is correct for being an 8 and a...
Well, I think that's right. Well, let's see what else might be missing. So voltages are fine there. This wasn't plugged in, so I guess we should try to plug it in. This isn't really that too much interesting, but it's at least a good afternoon taking it apart. Okay, put it down. Okay. Still no power on this. So there's voltage on the power supply, but no lights on the LEDs. There's power on this part, no power on this part. That part.
Nothing look like burnt or short or...
No, I think what it's probably going to end up being is a cable connection. Because this whole panel doesn't seem to have light. But the board on the back definitely does.
Is there like a bright or contrast switch or anything that maybe just dim?
Oh, saw something flicker. You can turn that light off on the phone. Underside. I can see. So I'm thinking over here, somewhere, power going to this. Watch the front. Anything show up?
No.
Anything there?
Nope.
Let me see the brightness and contrast at. Oh wait, that was on the other one.
I was asking if there was one on there that maybe it's...
Okay, so front panel LEDs aren't lighting up. I'll put these in again. I think it's something to do with the power supply. Oh, I didn't think of that. Let's check the capacitor one more time. We'll check the AC ripple. See what it says. No ripple. None. Almost none. I think that's how you do it. Okay. I don't feel like working on it anymore. I'll be out in the garage in a minute. I'll be in the garage in a second. We pulled out the main board here and we're still getting no lights, of course, but so power's going to this board. It means power's coming down to here. There's no power getting to those front LED panels. There's not no pin there. There is positive 15. We've got 15 volts. Okay. So 15 is good. Our 5 is bad. 12 volts. Good. Negative 12. Negative 12, good. And it says board something. Board negative. So I don't think that should have anything on it, but it has negative 2 volts. Now we're over here. Doesn't say anything on it. This would be the negative 5.2. Negative 5.3, okay. Okay, so measuring the voltages on that, the negative, or it was the 5 volt rail wasn't working, but nothing looked too wrong with the board. I think it'd be easier just to open up the other one. This is the one he opened up. Bring it into the light better. And all it has wrong is the monitor doesn't have good picture. So before we start digging into that too far, how about we try to fix the one with the actual good power supply? Kind of cool. It's all rotted out. And recording. So I'm gonna try. Oh. Something came out. Let me get out of there. Alright, so I swapped the power supply board from the working unit with the bad screen to the non-working unit to see if it's bored. Oh, that was turned on. And I got lights. Okay, so I'm adjusting these little things up here. Get this cord out of the way. Trying to get the control back here. Okay, so I pulled out all the boards except for the power supply and computer. And I'm still getting display on the screen. And I'm kind of seeing text, ASCII text art in there. It just looks like a few pixels are off. I am positive I see letters there. Okay. So I'm thinking whatever's in charge of storing the data for the bitmaps of the characters might be corrupt. And that would be in here somewhere. Okay. Just swap the computer in. Oh, we got a picture this time. But still has the same errors and letters. So that must mean the letters are generated somewhere else, or it's a different problem. Something else is the problem. Well, it could be something behind here. There's definitely some text in there. So I can't seem to get these to either work, and I wasn't planning on keeping them. And I don't usually do this kind of thing, but I wanted to see what would happen if we poured some water on here while it was not working. I don't think anything's going to happen, but it's always been something I wanted to do. So I will power it on. And you hold them over there.
Don't try this at your home.
No, definitely try it. I mean, if they have this
No,
scope and everything.
you go over to your friend's house and do it.
I never do.
When they say don't try this at your home, don't try this at home, you go over.
Okay, where's those safety glasses? I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. Ooh. Hey, get close up to that. You wanna focus? Okay. You see the screen better?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so it got brighter.
And now I got dimmer.
Hey, maybe we fixed it. Oh, stabilized somewhat. Got dim. Now we got water pouring out the back. But no arcing, no sparking. It's a really cool bending though.
And it's slowly dying. I think you lost like half the.
Yeah, I did. Water out. I think I see digits. Oh! Oh! It works!
Ooh.
It works!
So a moment.
Yes! Oh! So close. Come on.
Does that tell you anything?
That's it.
Oh,
I
no.
killed it. Wait, try again. High five. So, this is my method of troubleshooting. It's not. I know it's not conventional.
That could have meant that the batteries didn't have a good connection.
The contacts.
Contact.
Yeah. That or there was a part that was out of tolerance, and by getting it wet, made it a better resistor, a better capacitor, or better something.
Which you
But
did it around.
I noticed in this back
you did
area,
it
yeah.
around here, so.
Yeah. So it's probably one of those adjustments back there, or just a bad part. I think I'm going to keep working on this. I've never had something work by throwing water on it.
It's probably the best thing you did water because it
Oh, yeah, water's not conductive.
Conducts conduction, right? Conduct.
Water is non-conductive,
Non-conduct.
but if there's some like dirt or something on there, it will become a conductive fluid.